Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer was immediately struck by the gorgeous look and solid build of this electric bike. The attention to detail, like the tan leather handle grips on our reviewer's chosen style, made a great first impression. They found it to be incredibly sturdy and strong, a truly off-road capable machine that handled everything from trails to riding on beach sand right by the waves, thanks to its very fat tires. Although the unit initially arrived with a faulty front motor, the company promptly shipped a replacement. Once installed, our reviewer couldn't believe the extra power. They describe a slight lag before the front motor engages in dual motor mode, followed by a sudden surge of acceleration that feels like a two-stroke engine hitting its power band. There's a noticeable difference between the controls. The thumb throttle seems to be limited to a certain speed, but the pedal assist unleashes the machine's full potential. Our reviewer discovered that even making a light pedaling motion is enough to trick the system into providing full power, allowing them to reach very high speeds. While the bike is well built and has needed no maintenance after several hundred miles, there were a couple of quirks. The gear selection is more limited than on a typical mountain bike, but our client found it perfectly adequate. A more significant personal issue was the control layout, with both the front brake and throttle on the left side, which is unconventional for anyone also accustomed to motorcycles. Despite this, the battery life is described as insane, easily providing over 70 miles on a single charge. It's heavy as expected, but still manageable to lift and surprisingly easy to pedal and coast on even when the battery is dead. Overall, this client is in love with this bike and its incredible performance.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer found the initial assembly of this electric mountain bike to be straightforward, especially when using the packaging itself for support. While the bike arrived well protected, our reviewer notes that the included instructions are only useful for the physical build and should be disregarded for operational setup. The manufacturer's website also seems to be a bit behind the current model. Getting started required some non-intuitive steps. This client discovered that the keys are solely for locking the heavy battery in place, and removing it involves lifting straight up rather than twisting as the manual suggests. A separate power switch is located on the battery itself, which must be turned on first. Activating the main screen also requires a special touch. Instead of a power button, a small card key must be tapped against a sensor on the display. Once up and running, the bike's power was immediately apparent. Our reviewer describes it as a machine that likes to run, with a very responsive and touchy pedal assist system. The performance is impressive, allowing this user to reach high speeds with pedal assistance. Despite not having ridden a bike in years, the sheer fun factor has turned our reviewer into a daily rider. When it came to navigating the more complex settings, the client found the customer service to be excellent. Although there's a time zone difference to be aware of, the support team was responsive via email and provided crucial guidance, such as setting up a combination to use the bike in case the card key is lost. It was also recommended to ignore the registration website and simply save the order number for any future support needs. In the end, despite its considerable weight and the initial setup hurdles, this electric bike comes highly recommended as a beast of a machine that delivers a thrilling experience.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer has truly fallen in love with their new electric bike, finding it an indispensable part of daily life in their small town. They use this e-bike constantly for trips to the stores and their favorite local spot. The experience, as described by our reviewer, is consistently smooth, largely thanks to the adjustable suspension system. Even with many gravel roads in their area, the robust fat tires handle them with remarkable ease, contributing to a comfortable journey every time. When it comes to tackling inclines, this client reports impressive power. While the electric bike manages hills perfectly well with just one motor engaged, our reviewer admits it's simply more enjoyable to kick in the second motor for an extra boost of fun. Getting this two-wheeled marvel ready for action was also a straightforward process. Assembly took around 40 minutes, which this reviewer noted was due to their relaxed pace rather than any complexity. Beyond the bike itself, our reviewer also highly recommends the accessory kit, finding it to be excellent value. The rear frame and accompanying bag are described as very sturdy, capable of holding a significant amount of items, which is incredibly practical for errands or longer excursions. A prime example of its impressive capability is a regular 12-mile round trip to an adjacent town. Upon returning home, the battery meter consistently shows only a minimal drop, usually remaining at 97 or 98%. While acknowledging that this electric bike might be more powerful than strictly necessary for their specific needs, this client expresses absolutely no regrets about the purchase, emphasizing the sheer joy it brings. The comfortable seat is another highlight, particularly appreciated by those who might be a bit older. Our reviewer also shared that they hardly ever pedal, relying almost entirely on the electric assist. It's clear this electric bike makes an impression, as it frequently turns heads and garners compliments wherever.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.